Don't you love a good secret? I do. Most of the time they're fun. So let me tell you one. Sabo and Ace. Let's talk about that. Hello everyone and welcome to Anything Geek. My name is Zero and today we're gonna talk about the secret rares from OP07. But not only that, so stick around. Yes, ladies and gents, the secret rares are no longer a secret for us for OP07. We know what they are, and that starts with Sabo. We got an 8 cost 9k Sabo, a secret rare from OP07 of the Revolutionary Army type, and an effect that is a non-play. You may trash one card from your hand and you can KO up to one of your opponents cost 5 or less and up to one of your opponents cost 3 or less character. This is a black card. It's basically Lucci from OP05 on steroid. And Lucci was already like very useful in black. Sabo is just gonna be the same, and it's a secret rare. So if you do not pull this in your cards when you open some OP07 when you get the chance, it's probably gonna hurt a lot on the secondary market. I'm sorry. Of course, the artwork on this card is very cool as well, because as you probably know right now in the Dressrosa arc, Sabo got the fruit from Ace in the Corridor Colosseum, so he is the new Flame Emperor, and you get that perfectly reflected here with all the swirl of fire coming out of his fists. But that's actually not why I was telling you that Sabo and Ace was a secret. That actually was because Ace is the second secret for the set. It's a 10 cost, 10k power Portgas the Ace with the Whitebeard type. And also an on-play effect, you may add up to one card from the top of your deck to the top of your life. Then if you have 2 life cards or less, this character gains rush. So that's actually perfect for the end game when your opponent doesn't have the mean to finish you off the next turn, because you get 1 life back. So already that's a huge hit to their mind and their game plan. But also if you're late game and you have 2 or less life cards, that character with 10k power just gets rush, which that's the second yellow card that we have to date that has rush, which is not supposed to happen in any other color than red, but we've seen some exception here and there. And it's actually very cool that those 2 secrets kind of go together in a duo, because that's just Ace and Sabo, of course, them being brothers with Luffy. But you know what's even more cooler than that? It's when they make the artwork go together as well. Because here we have both alternate art for Sabo and Ace, secret rare from OP07, and they go together so well. You can put them side by side and they strike the same pose with the same flames swirling around. That's a very nice touch. That's very cool. Sometimes you don't need some intricate design, just a good understanding of what would be hyped to the fans that are buying the game or following the mangas, and this is just the pinnacle of that. Just 2 good, clean design, but with like a little hidden thing in them that makes that just that more interesting for the fans. You can still enjoy that as a non-One Piece fan, of course, but when you are a One Piece fan, you just enjoy that just that bit more. And that's just nice. But you know what's also nice? If you would subscribe to the channel. We talk about anything geek, ranging from board games to video games to animes, mangas, and all that good stuff. So if that's your jam, you're in the right place. And also, the more the merrier. So if you got some geeky friends, maybe share this video and this channel with them. But for now, there is one last thing I want to talk to you about. Because you see, we were talking about secrets at the beginning of the video, and I have something secrets I want to show you. That's actually the SR Boa Hancock from OP07. You have the regular art here above, and it's got a very cool alternate art just below that. And it's a card with 6 cost and 8k power, that's of the 7 Warlords of the Sea and Kuja Pirates, and an on-play effect that up to one of your opponent's character other than Monkey D. Luffy cannot attack until the end of their next turn. Then you can place up to 1 cost 1 or less character at the bottom of its owner's deck. So you get a bit of board control over there, and also you can like actually on point with her devil fruits in the manga. You can block one of your opponents until their next turn. They're just frozen in place. They are like rock hard. They cannot move. They're a big statue that is just rock hard, standing up straight. Like maybe your private saying that sweet card. But I mean, Zero, what are you doing? That's just an aside from the set. Why are you talking to us about that card? Well, that's the manga for the set, of course. We have the manga rare for the set, and it's a Boa Hancock. So now let's just get two things out of the way very quick. Boa Hancock is a waifu. Okay. Whether you like her or not, she's a woman, so she's a waifu. She's got the waifu tax. Those cards are gonna be just pricey as f. But now you're telling me that on top of that, she's a manga rare. That's gonna be a lot of money. And I mean, let's be realistic here for a second. Even with that, the waifu tax of Boa Hancock, manga rares, they're still like so cool because the illustration comes from the manga and you have the manga panels behind them. They are always so cool to look at, and any manga rares is actually a very cool card in and of itself. So when you got a character that you like on the card, it's even better. And I mean, not to say that I'm a huge Boa Hancock fan. I mean, I don't dislike the character, but I don't feel any particular attachment to her. But she's still a very cool character. I just wish she wouldn't like hit cats all the time because they are standing in her way. It's kind of interesting though that this character gets a manga rare in that specific set in OP07, because that is also the set where her character in the manga also gets a leader, which of course also have an alternate. That's a very cool like loop around thing. But if you want to know more about that specific leader, maybe you should check out this video next.